'n gemaklike stokperdjie vir almal.
Neil Perrins is 'n ywerige voëlkyker, fotograaf en voëlgids. Hy staan aan die stuur van Bustards voëltoere. Nou ja, 'n bustard is natuurlik 'n soort wilde pou. Hy het tyd ingeruim om met Simon oor hierdie stokperdjie van hom en oor die bewaring van voëls te gesels.
Neil, jy is 'n vooraanstaande voëlkyker en 'n harde werker vir die bewaring van voëls. Van waar kom die liefde vir voëls?
It stems from my father initially. My father was, in the olden days, an egg collector in England and then moved on to bird watching. And we used to go to the bush quite often, to Kruger Park. And, if you're looking at animals all day, it gets a little bit boring. So we would make bird lists. This was as a youngster. And I've sort of kept that up and kept looking at the small things. I just love nature in general, though.
Hoe vergelyk Suid-Afrika in teenoor ander lande in terme van voëlkyk en toerisme?
I think we're quite blessed in this country. We've got a very diverse set of bird life, about 865 species and climbing as we find more. You compare that to somewhere like Colombia, where they've got 1,900 species or close to 2,000 species. But you can go out in a day here and you can get over 150 species in a day. Whereas in those countries, you've got to travel a fairly large distance, walk in difficult conditions, and you're probably not even going to get 100 in those conditions. So we're very popular with overseas people. They come and they get a bird list of about 500 species in a trip, on a eastern or western trip. And so it's, as I say, very diverse and easy birding for them. So it's easier for the older people as well. You're doing a lot of things close to the vehicle. You're not walking great distances or hiking up hills like you do in the Andes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great country to bird in.
Jy verskaf eendag voëlkyker, dit is sowel as pasgemaaktes. Vertel ons 'n bietjie daarvan.
Okay, the one-day trips are quite popular with the local people. They want to go out and find a difficult bird or a difficult group of birds, which they wouldn't really be able to find themselves. So we take them out and with our experience, we manage to find them for them or have a very good chance of finding them for them. It's also very popular with travelling businessmen who are birders. They'll contact us and say, I'm in the country, I've got a spare day, can you take me out for a day? And we'll take them out and show them things that they wouldn't find on their own on a quick trip. The custom-made tours we do for people who, there's often difficult dynamics in a group. So you'll go with a group of 6 people and 2 of the people don't get on with the other people. With a custom group, it's more of a group of friends or family or relatives that say we're 4 people who want to go and do X, Y, and Z. And we put it together for them and custom make that for them. If their costs are an issue, then we will cut it down, not do the more expensive things that we would normally do to find the special birds, but we'll say we're going to miss these birds, but we'll go to the area anyway, and we've got a chance, but we are not going to do the expensive local guide or local jeep ride to get that bird. So yeah, that's sort of what we do.
Jy het ook saamgewerk om die nuutste Sasol voëlkykgids te skryf. Hoe lank het dit geneem?
Okay, it was. This is the fifth edition of Cecil Birds of Southern Africa, with Warwick Tarberton, Peter Ryan, Ian Sinclair was involved with the first edition, and they brought me on and they brought Dom Rollinson on as new authors. Basically, a new eye to look over it, to look over the text. The text has gone through four changes. So, quite frankly, me as a layman, not an ornithologist, I didn't have much change on the text. From my point of view, my addition to the book was looking at the plates and saying, what is your eye drawn to that identifies this bird? And it's a thing that the overseas books, a lot of them do it. And so we added a lot of annotations to the plates to say, okay, you're looking for a white eyebrow on this bird, you're looking for a rufous wing panel in this bird. And so we added a lot of that in it. And refined some of the plates as well. There were some images that weren't very accurate. So we either did a bit of Photoshop work, we got the artist to repaint them, resketch them, and we redid a lot of the plates as well. So it was checking those plates for accuracy, seeing that the birds were portrayed correctly. But we started that in 2019, early 2019, and we only launched the book in June 2020, during the middle of COVID. So it was a virtual launch, but yes, it was a long project, longer than we anticipated. But yeah, I don't know how many times I've been through the book again and again and through the plates again and again, but it was an interesting project, that's for sure.